Mm. Hello, everybody. Darlene here from Freedom for Nova Scotia, coming to you with my annual New Year's message. This will be my third one. Last year, I opened with this remark: the Freedom Trucker Convoy in Ottawa 2022 made quite the impression worldwide, and since then, the public inquiry into the Emergency Act has shown Canadians how much of a liar our Prime Minister is, and blatantly as well, with a smirk on his face. The whole thing has awakened up much more Canadians as to the true colors of this Liberal DP government. They do not have Canadian tax. With carbon tax increase, interest rates at an all-time high, food costs are making Canadians wonder if they should starve to death or maybe just freeze to death, a choice no one should ever have to ponder. That was a year ago. And what has changed since then? Things have gotten far worse. Our Liberal and government still don't have Canadians' backs. They only appear to care for the welfare of foreign countries and to contribute to war. This is not what Canadians voted for, whether you voted Liberal or NDP. I'm sure this coalition was not part of the vision for your party. All this government wants to do is take our money, blame us for the world pollution, give all our resources away, and then lie about Trudeau's vision for a post-nation state is creeping forward slowly but surely, and if people don't wake up soon to this dictator and the end of our free. Only dictators want to silence people. Only dictators want to control every person. Only dictators want all the wealth. We cannot succumb to this tyranny. Justin Trudeau needs total compliance for every Canadian to be obedient followers in order for his plan to succeed. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot comply to tyranny. We cannot comply our way to freedom. Only a total loss of freedom is the result of being compliant and obedient. I want to share with you about how we can go about not succumbing to the lie and how to be independent. But first, we need one huge thing, one thing that needs to happen if we all want to continue to be free and pass that fought for freedom down to our grandchildren, the next generation. Well, that would be unity. Unity is a very powerful and is a very real threat to our government and the NGOs who want to rule and control the world. So, what is unity? According to the dictionary, unity is the state of being joined together or in agreement as a whole, quality or state of not being multiple, as in oneness, the state of forming a complete and pleasing whole, especially in an artistic context. The state of forming a complex whole, a condition of harmony, as in accord. Unity is the quality or state of being one, single whole, or the same. It can also refer to harmony, accord, consistency of a group. In other words, it's the state of being united or combined into one as of the parts of a whole, as in unification. So, how do we fit in the word freedom into this unity word? How do we get freedom and unity together? There are three principles of reasonable structure requiring a single action represented as occurring in one place and within one day. These are unity of time, unity of place, and unity of action. On Friday, December 29th, we saw an example of that word unity. The unity of everyone there on that day was evident, and the coordinated efforts to complete that Maritime Unity Project convoy was amazing to say the least. If you haven't heard, there was a convoy from each maritime province bearing their provincial flags, all heading to one location, only possible in Atlantic Canada, and that was in LeBlanc, New Brunswick. The theme was peace, love, and above all, unity. Unity is being together or at one with someone or something. It's the opposite of being divided. When a bunch of people act as one and are on the same page, they're displaying unity. In fact, you can say that unity means friendship, wholeness, leadership, and of course, uncertainty, as we've seen with this no plan. The pitch given to me as a Friday drive to Ulac for the Maritime Unity Project convoy may not have been the ideal driving weather. However, the no plan turned out quite amazing. We would like to give a big shout out, huge thank you to Andrew Graham for the idea and to Jerry Gibson for throwing that pitch out to every person he could think of. After we had our last rally on December 18th here in Cape Breton, I was done. I was ready to toss that towel and basically say, Bridget, goodbye. Why should I continue? What's the point? You both sparked something in me that inspired me to keep going and close out 2023 with a bang. I cannot thank you enough for that motivation and stimulation to kickstart my enthusiasm again for this freedom movement. This event rejuvenated many people who really needed to get a reboot in this freedom movement. Jerry and Andrew not only inspired me and some of our group members, but they have inspired and reawakened the sparks within each and every one of us. We were tired, wearing thin, waning, for a better word. This Atlantic Canada unity has spurred the momentum again for not just those who were there and participated, but for all Canadians. Many thanks to all who showed up, especially those who came from beyond Atlantic Canada, like Kellyanne Wolf. Her firecracker speech had every single person in that restaurant inspired in some way. I am truly blessed to have been a part of that event and hopefully much more to come. Many thanks to all the convoy participants from every province who were able to show up. We also thank all the participants who could not make the journey, for their spirit alone kept the positive unity vibe moving, and for sharing this event far and wide, and for all your supportive comments. Truly appreciate that. We ultimately had unity of time, unity of place, and soon to come, unity of action. That is what we were there for, and it was truly amazing. Let this sink in for a minute. Division is man made, designed to keep you powerless, designed to keep you fighting each other, and designed to keep you enslaved. The narrative has you. No person is above another. In unity, there is strength, love, and humanity. Note that 2024 will be a different creature altogether. Take heart in knowing that there is a reason you are here to experience this epic time, and that you are created to conquer fear, evil, and tyranny. You're still standing. Therefore, it is true. Never doubt it for a minute. You have come this far, and never forget that liberty wins and the truth wins. The truth shall set you free. The theme for the Maritime Unity Project convoy was peace, love, fun, and above all, unity. From love and affection to compassion and unity. That is where freedom survives. That is where freedom reigns. Trust yourself. Think for yourself. Only when good people come together in unity will positive change occur. Remember this. You are an individual and not a collective hive mind. You have your own views, opinions, expressions, thoughts, because you are a free individual and God-given rights. And those fragile rights are worth fighting for. So make your New Year's resolution and become a freedom fighter. Become part of the resistance. Join the unity that will free us all. You can send an email to freedomfornovascotia@gmail.com for information on rallies in Cape Breton and future events. Also, you can join the Atlantic Canada Unity Facebook group page and all updates on future events that may affect you. You can also email them at atlanticcanadaunity@protonmail.com. How do we keep our freedoms in all forms? Unity and mass civil disobedience. United in freedom. United against tyranny. United in non-compliance. Just say no and we will overcome this dictatorship. Remember, no one rules if no one obeys. So, what are you going to do? I say, I will not comply. I will never comply. Will you comply? I say, Happy New Year, my fellow freedom warriors, and joyeux nouvelle année, mes amis. Let us continue our fight for freedoms in all forms. Stay tuned for upcoming events and news in 2024. Everything can be taken in set circumstances to choose one's own way. That was a quote by Viktor Frankl. That the foundation of unity. Hooah, fellow freedom fighters. Hooah, and welcome to 2024. I love you all and thank you. Bye.